So with the new Q5 series, we're going to look at some settings in this video on how to adjust some of the routing, etc. So first of all, we're going to go to the setup, and we're going to just quickly look at how we assign where each channel goes. By default, it's 1 to 32 on each individual layer. So you've got 16 and 32, and then your stereo inputs and then your outputs. But we can change where that sits by going to setup, strip, assign, and then here it's listed what channels we've got on each one. So we've got layer A, layer B, layer C, D. So we can say that in layer D, for example, if we wanted to add, let's say, input 18, so we would go to input 17 to 32, find input 18, and we could drag that into this spare gap, or if we want to get rid of it, we can drag and remove it at the top, and then that way it aligns with, so here on D we've got our mixers 1 to 12, and then we've got our left right matrix there. And then, for example, so then when we go to layer D on here, we've got our mixers and then our left right matrices. But if I then drag in number 18 into that spare gap there, then you see that channel 18, which our handheld one, appears here. We can always remove that if needs be. Once we've made a change like that, we do need to save it to our default settings. So let's go to scenes, and then here we can go to default, and then we can go to overwrite and click yes. You've also can recall a preset from here as well. Some of these will be assigned, so here 1 to 6 we've got actually assigned to these soft keys 1 to 6. To double check that, you can press and hold the view button, and that tells you what each soft key to the left of it does. So number 1 recalls default, 2 recalls C2, etc. And then down in the bottom corner here it tells you what 7 and 8 does, so they've got mute groups attached to them, and those are available here on the Q5. So let's just also look at the setup for the Automixer. So for the Automixer, we'll go to utilities, press the tab that says AMM, and then here we've got a section starting with input 1 all the way to input 32, and then you can add in the speech. We've added in the speech microphones here to the belt, the handheld belt 2 and handheld 2. So then that means that they are on the automatic mixer. From this menu, we can also have a look at which channels are using the gain assistance. There are other videos on this on the Allen and Heath website, but we can also use the Q drive from here, so we can make a recording from here. So that's in the utilities and Q drive, and then here we can make a stereo recording or play back a stereo playback, or we can record onto our SD card slot, which is on the back here for the Q5, and you can record multi-track to that one there. Now when it comes to our routing, with the new Q series, we've got an input-output section. Now this, you will need to be logged in as an administrator for that, in which case you can give us a call and we'll give you the password, and this is where you can see where each channel is getting its input from. So if you've got a digital snake, the S-link is what is illustrated there. So channel 1 on this mixer is coming in from the digital snake, whereas channel 2 is coming from the local channel number 14. So the socket on the back here, which is number 14, is actually going to channel 2 on our digital mixer here. And we can change that by tapping on the particular one and choosing whether we want it local and what number socket it wants to go in, or whether it's the S-Link that we're using there. Once you've made your selection, click apply, and then that will apply to that one there.